This section of the presentation involves fixed asset purchases and equipment disposals. The topics I will cover in this presentation will be the definition of a fixed asset, classification, object codes, asset tags, inventory, and the process of disposals and transfers. So what is a fixed asset? A fixed asset is any property or equipment that has an initial value of $5,000 or more. The dollar value is usually the main criteria of what to consider a fixed asset. Over the years, the state of New Mexico has increased the threshold value of a fixed asset from $250 to the current $5,000. Other criteria involve the useful life of the item. It must last longer than 1 year, for example, a vehicle. The item must also function on its own. For example, when a vehicle needs a new engine valued at $6,000, the cost of the engine would make this a fixed asset. However, the engine cannot operate on its own. It operates as part of the vehicle. The last criteria involves the feasibility of repairing or replacing it when it breaks. For example, when the heating element goes out on a clothes dryer, it is more economical to call a repairman to replace the broken parts than to purchase a new dryer. Fixed assets include tangible and intangible assets. Some examples of tangible assets are land, buildings, vehicles, and equipment. Intangible assets include items such as software and licenses. Fixed assets are purchased using one of these 15 object codes. Facilities and IT departments are involved with almost all 15 codes, while schools and other departments are usually only concerned with 57331, which is for fixed asset items that are $5,000 or higher, and 57332, which is for supply asset items between $500 and $4,999.99. Items having a value of $5,000 or more require an asset tag, including donated items. Donated items, new or used, valued at $5,000 or more, become property of Rio Rancho Public Schools and will follow all fixed asset disposal procedures. Paperwork valuing the donated item, such as an invoice or appraisal, should be forwarded to finance so we can add the item to our fixed asset system. Finance Department distributes RFID or radio frequency asset tags for items costing $5,000 or more. The state auditor requires the tracking of all technology equipment containing a permanent hard drive or memory regardless of price. Items such as computers, laptops, servers, etc. These items are purchased using object code 57332 when the cost is under $5,000 and 57331 when the cost is over $5,000. The IT department will tag all technology equipment and maintain a separate accountability for technology equipment. Although the IT department will maintain accountability for technology equipment under $5,000, the disposal process of these items will remain the same. Physical inventory means the process of verifying that fixed assets owned by the agency are present in their assigned custody and location. State audit rules require each agency to conduct an annual physical inventory of movable assets and equipment. This is why it's important for each school site and department to keep track of all their equipment in an inventory. There comes a point when it is no longer cost-effective to repair the item or it becomes too costly to upgrade. At that point, the item should be disposed. Once an item is added to the fixed asset system, it must be tracked until it is properly disposed. Here are the steps to submit a disposal request. Step 1. Select the appropriate equipment disposal form. Forms are found on the intranet. Select the appropriate form. Request for disposal with memories or request for disposal without memories. Items with permanent hard drive memories must be submitted on the with memories disposal form. All other items will be submitted on the without memories form. Step 2. Complete the form. Print and get the appropriate signatures and submit to the Finance Department. All disposal requests must be received by the Monday before the next board meeting so Finance can submit the request for board approval. Step 3. Once the board approval is obtained and we have a copy of the board meeting minutes, Finance submits all documents to the state auditor for approval. Be aware that there is a required 30-day waiting period from the date of the letter before equipment can be removed from the schools. After the 30 days, Finance will submit work orders for the equipment to be removed from the site. The transfer request form is also located on RioNet. This form should only be used when moving equipment from one site or department to another. This form should not be used when moving an item to another classroom on the same campus or different office in the same department. The form is initiated by the site that is getting rid of the item. The form will be forwarded with the items to the new location. The receiving person will finish completing the form and send the completed form to Finance. That concludes this orientation about fixed asset management and RRPS. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me by email or phone using this information. Thank you.